Cal? Where are you? Cal? Cal? What's going on, man? You're starting to freak me out.
No filming in the bathroom! What's going on, guys? It's Cal here from Sabers. This is episode 18 of the warehouse vlog. And look where we're standing right now. Firstly, actually, what do you think of my jumper, Jamie?
I don't know the elephant.
Oh yeah, that children's book. Not a count of my size?
Nope.
Okay. I hope so. Right, we're in the kitchen. We've started to put up some of the partitions. It's really exciting now because all of this space is turning into individual spaces. As you know, before, all of upstairs was open plan, but now we're putting the corridor in, we're putting the metal stud work up, all the partitions for the different rooms. The plan for the kitchen is to have a sort of L-shaped kitchen system, kitchen unit, and we'll probably do some sort of little breakfast bar along here.
What about second breakfast?
So you can have a little coffee in the morning, sit down, look out through the window, people watch. My mum loves people watching. I've never really understood it. We've also got a little storeroom here. So if I just go under this piece of wood, limbo. This room's basically just gonna be like a bit of a storeroom. We've got services in here. So the electric box that's downstairs, we're actually gonna put a distribution board in here. If we also wanna have it as a bit of a pantry as well, some cleaning supplies, things like that. We were gonna put the cleaning supplies like brooms and hoovers and stuff downstairs in that void in the stairwell, but actually we're gonna put a vertical air compressor in there to run air lines into the workshop and to where the car area is. It's not a prison for people. No, this is just going to be a simple storeroom. Now, our corridor, we've left the ceiling off because we're doing the Tantive 4 designs. It's all been made, it's in storage, it's looking beautiful. I cannot wait for it to go in. And in the ceiling will be LED panels. That's why we've left this open. We have multiple square LED panels that are running through the corridor that will light up the corridor space. To my right, we have my office. Come hither. Here will be my desk. I thought it would be a better idea to have my desk against the highest part of the room. It just looks a bit better. I can maybe put like a little TV up there, like a larger monitor. Nice desk there. We've got services like data, power, and so on for the computers. And then if I want, I can have maybe some sort of display cabinet on this side, maybe a little sofa. If I need to pull a late night, have a pull-out sofa so that I can sleep in here if I'm working late on May 4th, which is coming up on Saturday, by the way, very exciting.
Don't you live 5 minutes away?
But if I want to sleep here, Jamie, that's up to me, no questions. And we've got the window here, we've got the air conditioning here. This is just a simple office, nothing too crazy. It's getting real now. The birds have gone, I think, though. That's a bit of a shame. They used to be up there, and I think they've left the nest.
See you, chump.
We looked after them. They still pop in every now and then, we might see them. Right across from the office, very important, is the toilet. If I've eaten something bad, I can get in here really quickly if it's an emergency. We've got our little shower, which will be here. We'll have a toilet in here, little vanity unit. The blue plasterboard is for moisture resistant. So we've got this all kitted out. I'm gonna choose the tiles, choose the bathroom suite. It's not gonna be anything super fancy. I think we'll just do like a dark sort of concrete effect tiling in here. And then possibly one of the most exciting rooms, one of the biggest rooms, is the photo and video studio. Jamie, you'll appreciate this as a camera and media connoisseur. Come in. We've got a huge space in here, mainly because we want to be able to be creating as much content as possible for you guys from this space. We'll have an editing desk in here. That's going to be a surprise, I think. I won't reveal that yet. We're going to have another little setup here to talk about product demos, new releases, things that we're bringing to you guys. We want to keep innovating, keep developing, keep bringing you cool stuff. We've got another large wall here that we can have like a drop-down green screen if we want to, and we can show off like actual lightsaber blades in full frame. We're going to put a blackout blind on the skylight so that if we're taking shots that require specific lighting with like these Kelvin lamps that we want to put around the shutter, we don't want any natural light coming in. So we're going to put sockets in the floor so that all of the freestanding lights that we've got, we can plug them in into strategic locations. So this area is going to be so much fun to work in. Probably going to be one of my favorite working rooms. I know the recreational room is my favorite room, but in terms of working rooms, this will probably be my favorite one. And look at all this natural light coming in. No lights are on upstairs. Everything's been illuminated by the skylights. It's almost as if we don't need any lights. And then our second office. Mum helps me packing, as you guys already know, but I think Mum wants to do a bit more of an involved job with KR Sabers. I do all the bookkeeping, all the accountancy, so I think what Mum will do, because my mum's brilliant with that kind of stuff, is that she'll be doing all the bookkeeping, accountancy, finance and stuff like that from now on. This will be Mum's office, desk on the wall, maybe a sofa to sit on. We've got air conditioning that's going under the windows, like floor mounted ones, and we're going to put some nice flooring in here. We're going to use LVT, which is luxury vinyl tiles. One, easy to clean, easy to lay, and they're only 5mm thick, so we don't have to raise the floor too high and lose any headroom. And plus, it's so easy to put down and it looks the nuts. So we're going to put that throughout the first floor, and because the corridor's not going to be too much headroom, we don't want to have anywhere with high and low spots. This area is getting pretty... Now this is obviously one of the most exciting spaces of the building, starting to take shape now. We've already put the fire retardant paint on the steels. Those steels face inwards of the corridor. We decided not to cover them too much because we want to maximise the width of the corridor with that special design that we've got in there. So we can cover it in fire retardant paint. It's all within fire eggs because that's also a fire exit down the stairs. Have a look at this, Jamie. Look, we've cornered off this wall. It's getting ready for plasterboarding soon, and we're going to be able to put the set in there. So we've got the seats already waiting there, ready for us to go into that corner there. It has a little bit of a raised floor as well, so this is actually the line of where the set's going to be. It's kind of going to be going right along here. So we have the seat in there, we have the little Dederick table, we've got a nice little area to display some lightsabers. Got the natural light coming in here. Again, no lights on in here today. This is all natural light coming through. Nice TV mounted up here, maybe some entertainment options here, maybe like a PlayStation or something. Nice little sofa. It's right here to be able to sit down and have a nice coffee. And I don't know what we're going to do in that space. We do have the Star Wars style cladding going all along here. We've got the Star Wars doors that automatically open along here. We've got some Imperial Death Star panels that are going along this wall that are all backlit. There's opal perspex in them to light them up. So we kind of have this bit of area to play around with. We've left some areas open because we're finalising our lighting design. We're finalising our lighting design next week, and we want to run those back boxes in the apex of the ceiling there. And we've also left some of these areas open for dropping cables through behind the plasterboards. We finalised the electric design. Craig's actually downstairs right now running some of the first fix wires, the armoured cables, things like that. Let's have a look in the mezzanine because I've got some updates with regards to the bullseye window. For the mezzanine, I know I've been waiting a long time for the bullseye window. It's still not installed yet, but today I've been sent photos. I've seen what it looks like. It's beautiful. We've used like a Minster glass, like textured glass with different patterns. We've also darkened the LED inlays, which looks really cool. And that should be going in by the time you guys see the next episode. I can't wait to show you guys how amazing that bullseye window is going to look in there. This area is kind of like our lobby area. This is where the main entrance is going to be. We've actually been doing some breaking out of concrete just on the outside there. Craig is also here. He's just in the paint room at the moment, just running some of the armoured cables. There he is. We're getting ready to do our first fix electric. So we discussed all the areas where we want to pull cables through. So Craig's here working hard, getting ready to pull all those cables into the areas of where they need to be. Guess who's back again. George is back with Liam. Yes. We've started doing the mailing and dispatch room wall. So lovely facing brick, same as what we've put on the outside. Double skim, so it's nice and thick. We've also been building brick piers around the steel columns to hide those nicely, and we've cleverly put some back boxes in there for some sockets, so it's kind of out the way, you don't really see it, but we can get power quite easily. Downstairs is looking a bit dustier than before. You look dusty. That's just what we have to deal with when it comes to doing work like this, the more dry work. We're getting ready to sort of prepare that metal frame system for the ceiling. We had a really important meeting yesterday with the networking guys about where to put the cameras, the Wi-Fi access points, the data points. That's kind of different to doing your electrical design. When we're doing electrics, we're thinking about lighting, sockets, and so on. But when we're doing data, we've got to think about the range of the internet signals. We've got to think about where the cameras need to be looking and pointing. So we did all that yesterday. We made a draft plan. It's looking really good. So right now, George is working on the entrance and building that up to where it needs to be. We've left this area for last because we're actually got some openings in this area. If you have a look here, we've got some data cables for LED strips just poking out. This wall is going to have 4 structural openings on there. We were going to put windows in, but we had a bit of another unique idea to keep it within the Star Wars world. And we're actually going to do LED backlit tactical displays. So we're going to machine some perspex sheets, sandwich it between glass and put it in a frame, and they're going to be lit all around the edges to create that sort of tactical display that you see in Star Wars, you know, when they blow up the maps and stuff and they're planning whatever they're doing up in that spaceship, you know. So we're going to have 4 openings, 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's going to be really cool. When the lights are off, you'll be able to see through it. When they're on, it will look like Star Wars displays. And then of course, we've got the area for where the car's going to go. We've got in touch with the guys that make the car lifts, so they're going to come and do a site survey. driveway, install it for us. We're gonna paint this ceiling black once it gets boarded and put our hexagon lighting on there, and it'll shine beautifully on top of my prized Mustang. Hui! Hui! Parkour! Ah! 360! Yeah! Parkour! We've got a bit of a closer look now of how the piers look around the steels. You can see we've put those back boxes in. It's a nice way to just discreetly hide those sockets. This will go all the way up and hide those columns because we don't want them to be seen. In the inventory space, we've started boarding. We've got Mustafa and NG hard at work in here, boarding out the space. They've been doing a brilliant job. But look how clean it's looking now. NG's putting on some of the fireproof paint on some of the columns. But this room is starting to shape up pretty nicely. We'll be running the back boxes for the lights soon in there as well. And George has kindly offered to take the bad plywood away because he can put it on some of his other jobs on the driveways to help protect customers' driveways. So we don't have to throw any of that stuff away. Liam's just crawled under there. He's a bit more nimble than I am. He's only 18. What can you do? 30-year-old, I feel like an old man now. For the 3D printing space, not much has changed. All we've done is plan the electrical and data sockets that are going to be in there. Some printers have a LAN connection, so we wanted to have some data points in there. We have sort of cleaned up the doors that we got for a bit of a bargain. These big 2.7 meter doors, thick glass aluminium frame. We got them for a great price. We want to put them on the front door of the 3D printing room. So we've cleaned all those up, did the final measurements, and George is also going to build block work around here to be able to put that door frame in. My dad's just walked in. Dad? Where are you? Look, here he is. Looks like a lemon sherbet. How you getting on?
Yeah, good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What's the crack?
The crack is I have to buy another tin of intumescent paint.
Intumescent, that's what it's called. I kept on saying fire retardant.
Well, it is fire retardant.
Yeah.
Basically puffs up as it gets heated.
Is this stuff expensive?
89 quid.
This is £90?
Yeah.
Jeez.
The top coat
Yeah.
is 60 pounds.
Flipping it. So it's what? £170 for 2 bits
Yeah,
of
but
paint?
that saves us not to put 2 layers of pink.
Plasterboard, yeah.
Your racking sticks there nicely. You don't have to lose any distance.
Nice, nice. He's the best, isn't he? The best guy.
What's that guy's in there?
Now, in the last episode, we mentioned about blocking off that wall, which we've done now. So the entrance into the stairwell is now through here. Here we go. So we've leveled this area out and we've got some lovely tiles. They look pretty nice, huh, for the fire exit. Kind of concrete-y, but with a bit of a design. So that's gonna be through here. We thought tiling that area might be quite nice, to be honest. And have a look, we've got this area open now. So we're gonna put an air compressor in there. We'll run an air line into the machine workshop next door where we have like our lathe and milling machine. And that is this particular area. A shit way to end it, innit? So that'll be probably the best way to use that space there. Who are you shouting at? Papa?
Talking to a crane.
What's going on? He doesn't want to talk to me, that's why. Oh, they're feeding the 25mm armoured cable through. Just fades off into the distance, just a fading lemon sherbet. So that's it for today, guys. Thanks for watching, as always. Really appreciate all your love and support that you've been giving as the building's been getting completed. We're getting closer. I say it every flipping episode, but we are getting closer. As you guys know, we upload an episode every other Sunday, but because of the May 4th sale and the time commitment that takes, we'll be resuming our normal upload schedule on June 9th. So we're having a 2-week break because we've got to obviously pack and ship all of you guys' wonderful orders that you'll be placing over the May 4th sale period. As fun as filming is, it does take up quite a lot of time, and we want to make sure that we put out quality content for all of you. As always, make sure you guys like and subscribe. We'll see you again on June 9th with the next episode. And as always, peace. Where do I go? The skip's just there. Like, where do I go? I was trying to walk off.